captain, right? This came across my feeds earlier. I did subscribe. Did I like it? Yep. So this guy says he's a Philadelphia block captain. He was going around, right? He did what I wanted to do, but I haven't done it yet. Man, I've been too busy to do that. So shout out to him, right, for doing this. Stop my camera real quick. Where am I at? Okay, over here. So I want y'all to listen to this. I'm gonna skim through the video. All right, I'm not gonna let the whole video play, but I'm gonna skim through it because I just want y'all to see, right? Because he travels through different parts of Philadelphia on his e-bike. All right, so shout out to him, man. From one biker to another, big shout out. So this block captain goes from one place to another, right? He says trash crisis in Philly. What's really going on? So he calls himself the Philadelphia block captain.
Here we are, Bridesburg. Right here, we have a burnt pile of trash. This is underneath I-95, right off of where the Richmond Street is. I think this is Weesheaf Street. And I think this is where I caught the guy dumping the other day. And I was like, yo, the dump's around the corner. And he kind of laughed in my face. And now the trash pile, that trash pile caught on fire. Now there's illegal dumping near the tires. I am about a quarter of a mile away from the city dump. See if we got anything good here for Steve Key.
Yo, man, no, that trash didn't catch on fire. Somebody put that trash on fire. All right. I mean, I get it. You trying to be nice about it, man. Shout out to Philly Block Captain, yo. But no. The trash did not just catch fire. All right. It did not just catch on fire. They put the trash on fire. So let's skimp a little bit through that so y'all can see. I wanted y'all to see that.
A pile at Reach in Allegheny. Like everywhere in Kent. Here we are! All right, here we are, Allegheny and Jasper. It looks like everywhere in Kensington, maybe parts of Harrogate, people are just taking their trash and they're not going to a dumping station. They're not going to a dumpster. They're not going to it. They're just dumping it on the corner. You're seeing a lot of couches and mattresses. A pile at Reach in Allegheny. It's also, that's kind of becoming a new spot. Well, not new. It's been, people are hanging out there more and more. The city has claimed they cleaned up Kensington, but they didn't. What they did is everybody who's addicted to drugs, the people who were addicted to drugs were kind of...
Yeah, I mean, they do that. They're doing that because they want to bring these safe houses to Philadelphia, which one I am against, right? Like, but you got to realize that they're not just crackheads, they're heroin addicts, right? Wet addicts. How can I say it? Pill poppers and shit like that all together right there. Like, as crazy as it sounds, right? I already peeped this. I seen this coming. Like, they've been trying so hard to get those safe houses here in Philly that, well, they just don't care how they do it and what they do. That's why, I'm just, I can't say certain things. So I just, hopefully people understand.
Living in like a makeshift tent city all up and down the Kensington Avenue corridor. And then last year the mayor said, yeah, you got to take those tents down. And you can't live in tents. And now we have like nomad wandering people who are addicted to really hardcore drugs that are like eating at their flesh and destroying their lives. Cop car right here. We're coming up to Roar Street. My mom, her old block, she lived about 2 blocks down in that direction as a kid.
All right, we're gonna skim a little bit more.
Right in front of a corner store.
They're doing that. They're doing that throughout all of Philadelphia. Something I'm noticing. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to be able to get on this bike and ride around and stuff like that. Because I got my little phone holder. Man, listen, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna do it. I just can't promise it to be today or tomorrow because shit, tomorrow's never promised.
I'm on the other side of Broad Street. This is 21st and Oxford Street. And around Temple University, where the college is, it's super clean. I think they, matter of fact, I saw a few pickup trucks just driving around with back.
Temple got private contractors, so it's always going to be clean there.
Bags of trash with Temple logos on them, so they probably just have staff going around cleaning up the campus. But once you get off the college campus, it gets you got dumping in front of the one of the corners. People are just putting the trash in front of it. Again, the same thing as it is in Kensington or other portions of North Philly, or the row homes just don't have small yard. They have small yards, so you have nowhere to put it. And then right here, these look like apartments, and this looks like maybe somebody moved out. The strike started at the 1st of the month.
Yep.
So you got evictions and move outs. It's the intersection of Cecil B. Moore and Ridge Ave, and all the corners have large trash piles. This is right in front of a Chinese restaurant. Over there, there's a large pile of trash in front.
Well, it's going to be stinking in front of every Chinese restaurant, right? Because some of them put their trash out on the side. Some of them put it in the yard that they got. I mean, a lot of them got it. Yeah, the majority of the Chinese restaurants, right, especially here in Hunting Park, right? But I don't know how it is towards West or South Philly. But I know towards this area over here, they all got little backyards, little tiny backyards, right? And they are able to put their trash there, man. That shit is going to reek from the seafood to the Lord have mercy. Ooh! When I go live outside tomorrow, I'm gonna show y'all how what the little what it looks like around here. I might go around with the bike tomorrow. I might, maybe for a little, quick little ride. Might.
Front of the metro, it's just piling up. There is also a public trash can there, so people are just dumping in there. Same thing with this. This is a city trash can, so hopefully the clip people come by sometime in the near future. These piles right in front of this vacant. Bridesburg, Port Richmond, maybe even Kensington. I think Kensington only has like 2 or 3 dumpster spots.
And that's what I'm saying. Like all the dumpsters, the majority of the dumpsters that I peep, right, are like towards West Philly, South Philly. If I'm not mistaken, there's a few towards Alany, there's a few towards Juniata, and a few towards this area. There's not a lot of dumpster size, like Allegheny, Alany, Juniata, and stuff like that. There's not really a lot of dumpster sites. There's the majority of them are going towards like I just said, like towards the city after Broad Street, right? Like towards going like when you're about to hit New York and stuff like that. When you're about to enter New Jersey, my bad. Going towards that area, the nicer areas too. At that, I just noticed that. No wonder that Wilkinson was over there. Like, what's his name? Wilkinson. He was on the nicer areas. I should have noticed that shit. That's why I seen him. Like, he's got to be towards where it's just like a lot of Italians or something like that. No disrespect to the Italians, all right? No disrespect.
Literally, there's that trash pile I was just at. All you have to do is walk 2 blocks this way. And the dumpster's right here at 20th and York. They have this big vacant lot. And for some reason, instead of putting it in front of the big vacant lot, they have it next to these houses. Poor placement for these dumpsters. There are definitely bigger vacant spaces or abandoned spaces. There you go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, this is really.
Yeah, that shit is about to start overflowing. And what's crazy is they're going to continue to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because this is happening, it doesn't mean to dirty our own streets. Who's going to really clean this shit up? These streets were already fucking trashy and dirty because of the people. And because the trash people, right, the sanitation workers, when they pick up the trash, they make a bigger mess than what the fuck it already is. I don't get tired of saying that shit. I've said this plenty of times throughout many of lives. When I've made certain complaints throughout the community meetings, it's been weird this year. Are we having any community meetings? We haven't had any this year. I've made complaints. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Really bad smelling. It's going to be these large piles that sit here for weeks. Those are the things that are going to draw mice and rats, because if the city is cleaning up the dumpster areas every day, and by the way, what cost?
Blessings, Miss April Showers. Blessings, how you doing, guys? Make sure y'all go check out Miss April Showers. Great conversations, great topics, y'all.
At what cost are we paying these workers to pick up these trash piles? This is at Kensington. Getting close to Kensington and Lehigh. Yo, trade doors, who takes care of you? Now down here on Emerald Street, right when you get near the train trestles, it's a pretty bad dumping spot when there isn't a trash strike. And I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like today. It's actually not that bad. Okay. Hashtag piss. Right here.
Oh, shit. They got the heroin addicts under the bridge.
You got a big pile.
They're not homeless. Those are addicts.
At Emerald, man, hashtag piss again. Ugh. Big pile of trash in the corner. This just keeps growing and growing. Oh, you got a bunch of shit going on down there. I'm not going to go down there, but yeah, there's a big pile of trash on that street. People cleaning up this pile. So I think that's what the plan is. We're just going to have piles of trash.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Look at that.
All over the city.
Nah, people doing spring cleaning. They emptying their houses, their alleys, and they taking advantage of this shit right here.
They're going to pile up, and then we're going to send clip workers to clean it up. And which means the clip workers who go around covering up graffiti and doing their regular job, they're not going to be able to do that. It's a cycle, hon. It's a vicious cycle. It's good news. I'll give you some good news. This is Cahawk's Playground, which has been closed for about a year. Getting redeveloped, redesigned, and it's finally open.
Thanks to Sherelle Parker. Come on, give her credit. Like I said, Sherelle Parker has done what she is supposed to do. She's supposed to do for the city, right? She has a lot on her plate as the mayor, all right? Me as a block captain, right? As a leader of my community, me personally, knowing that I've spoken to these people, right? I've seen Sherelle Parker once, right? Like, I congratulated her when she won, right? She became mayor and all that, right? I was like, Yeah, I was shocked because I didn't think she was gonna become mayor. I was like, no, she's not gonna become mayor. She's a woman. Da da da. It's this whole thing that men get the job done better, right? That shit they throwing that in her face right now. Oh, why did we pick a woman? It should have been a man. Da, 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 da. I'm sitting here like, y'all don't even know what y'all want. People don't know what they want. So I gotta give it to her. Even him right there is showing us, right? Me personally have told y'all, right, that they've renovated. She found ways to get these programs back to our kids. Like she's found ways to, get a lot of the things back here. What's crazy is, right, I mean, a lot of people ain't appreciative, for what she has done. Blessings. We got Mel Dub in the building, yo. How you doing? Blessings, guys. Be sure y'all check out Mel Dub. Great conversations, great topics, yo. He says that is a crazy national story right now about the sanitation strike in Philly. Listen, I'm with the workers, right? But it's something funny going on. Something's just not adding up, right? And I feel as though, like, is they all in cahoots in this shit? And at the end of the day, we all the ones suffering, right? The citizens of Philadelphia. Because something's not making sense, right? You got the union rep demanding and asking, right? I already showed the video. The majority of the things he's asking for, the mayor already proposed it and put it on the table, right? The one thing she didn't give them is that annually raise. You see where I'm coming from? And in the beginning, they was being greedy with the annually raise. If y'all go check out part 1 of this live, y'all will see what I'm talking about. Like I told y'all, just because I'm here from Philadelphia doesn't mean that I'm going to pick a side. You see where I'm coming from? Because at the end of the day, I see what's going on. I've spoken about the situations that we have around here that need resolution. You see where I'm coming from? I've been giving people solutions around here. I've proposed it. I've put out petitions and I said it. I mean, shout out to the people that have signed my petition to get cameras into these schools. But when I give out the idea to put like bins in the corners, right? Like, listen, make sure you have a trash can. Like when we have these meetings, right, and we have conversations, right, how we can make Philadelphia more beautiful, right? As a leader of my community, as the block captain, right, I try to get more people to come out, clean their fronts and stuff like that. Try to get them to understand, look, listen, the city wants y'all to get your own stuff and start cleaning your own fronts. Before, yes, they used to give out so many things. You see where I'm coming from? But now, no, they want y'all to take responsibility. They want y'all to take action. You see where I'm coming from? Like, no more block parties and y'all just keep leaving the trash behind. The only time y'all do clean is when the block is being closed. And then y'all have the party and leave the damn block dirty again. What was the whole point of cleaning the block? Like, it's so many ways I can go about this. Rats are just starting to surface. Whoosh! That's one hell of a lie. Because listen, we be at war here, sanitation workers and damn citizens. The sanitation worker playing ping pong, basketball, flip the bottle with the trash cans in the recycling bins, right? Coming at people that can't afford, trash bags that are not 50 cents or a quarter, right? Because, they too cheap, they'll break. Well, then if you know the motherfucking bag breaks, handle it better, right? Now, it's your fault if you break the bag because of how you're handling that bag in the street. That's why you got a fucking dustpan and a broom right next to that little button you push. You push that button and that little fucking trash monster chews up all that trash in the back of the damn truck. Right there. Grab that little dustpan and that little broom right there. Pick up the trash. Because you know who has to clean that shit? Block captains like me. And I'm saying it from experience. I'm tired of it. If we do get to a resolution, is y'all going to do your fucking job right? Is we going to have to keep arguing with y'all? And I'm not just coming at y'all. I'm coming at the dirty ass motherfucking citizens of Philadelphia too. The majority of the fucking citizens of Philadelphia are nasty and disgusting. Before this fucking strike happened, there were trash bags. There were fucking trash thrown in fucking corners, alleyways, sides, in front of people's houses and shit. People eat food in their fucking cars. Right? From whatever restaurant, especially the majority of the restaurants they come and order from are the Chinese stores. They park in front of people's houses, right? And then in front of our houses, we got to sit here in the mornings, get up and pick up Dutch guts, pick up fucking wrappers, pick up crab legs, pick up bone fucking legs, pick up a whole bunch of shit in front of our crib because motherfuckers can't walk to a trash can. And I'm somebody, along with a few people in this fucking block, that do got trash cans in front of their house because we are tired of fucking cleaning every fucking day. It's a fucking mess out here. And what y'all don't understand is that when one block is dirty and it's windy and shit outside, that trash comes on to the next block. So all this shit has been happening for a while. It should have been resolved before the strike. And now we got the strike happening. We are the motherfucking problem. We is just trying to fucking find somebody to pin the motherfucking blame on. Sherelle Parker. All right. Give these men, right? If it's okay to give it to them, right? Because you gave the commissioner a raise. You did. We cannot sit here and take the fact that you gave the fire department, you know, the captains, the commissioners, the lieutenants, all of them, they got a raise. That annually raise that they got, give it to the sanitation workers and make their asses go back to work. Make the judge sign the motherfucking paper and make their asses go back to work and make sure they do their job right. If they don't do their job right, fire their motherfucking ass and replace them with somebody. I'm being neutral with this shit. I'm not picking a motherfucking side because neither side is worth defending right now. I don't give a fuck who gets mad. We got Gary Busted Down Brown in the building, guys. Make sure y'all go check out my OG, yo, great conversations and great topics, yo. Big shout out to him too for coming on the live last Saturday, coming on the live, hopping on panel on Saturday and having a conversation about this situation with a shorty, yo. But like I was just saying, this right here, what he is telling y'all, right? This was closed down for a whole year and it just opened up. The same thing with a lot of recreation centers. They were closed down for a whole year because they were, you know, fixing them up. Sherelle Parker had to get the funds for that, right? Them funds, right? Where she get them from, everybody knows where they come from. All right, shout out to her for what she was doing. We know politicians are dirty. We know politicians are corrupt. But what's crazy is, right, she is from Philadelphia. And she is, in my eyes, right, from what I'm seeing, tackling the situations we've asked her for. Now, this strike is here. It's taking forever. I don't know why she's being hard-headed, but they're being hard-headed too. Because like I said in the beginning, the union workers were being greedy. Did they lower their numbers? My question is, how much did y'all lower their numbers? Did y'all lower it to the point where they would agree? Now, I understand that 2% and 3%, okay, it's not enough. All right. I know I've been saying it earlier, right? But all right, if 5% is enough for them, give it to them. How much did you give the commissioners from the police department and the fire department? Just match them up. Match them up. Am I giving you a better solution right now? But Sherelle Parker, come on, man. We got to do better. Philly, citizens of Philadelphia, we got to do better. Because Master Splinter been here. What he did was 1-800, oh, shit. He went and called Mickey, Minnie, the kids, and all the motherfucking grandkids. That's all he did. He went and called the fucking raccoons and the possums. He went and shook Nate the Gray's hand over there in New York and said, listen, bro, I need to borrow your raccoons, your possums, all the squirrels you got. Besides what you taught them, I'm about to teach them what I taught Leonardo and all the Ninja Turtles, yo, for real, for real. They're going to be over here in Philadelphia, robbing houses, right? Stealing food from the trash and karate chopping motherfucker. On some real shit, karate chopping motherfucking throats and shit. Like,
Wow, this is back when I was a kid at this playground. We just had like a piece of metal. It was jagged. You would get tetanus. Now you got, I don't know what that is, but man, this is fun. This is a nice little playground. This is open up. Now the field, I heard, is covered in lead, so they have to do something with that to clean that up. But the playground is open, and it's super nice. Oh, so many broken arms are going to happen on that thing. That is some good news. That's not, you know. I have to bring Kevin here. Oh, he's going to love it. I can't wait. It's so cool. I love taking my grandson to places I used to.
So that's why I'm happy that they're renovating the park. they gotta fix the swings and stuff like that over here in the park. But what's crazy is every time they put money into the park, guess what happens? Guess what happens? Can anybody in the chat or anybody in the fucking, that catches the damn replay, let us Shorty know, what do y'all think happens every time they fix the park and they put the swings and all this stuff for the kids? They already got the slides, but guess what? 3 times they had to fix the slides and all that, the monkey bars for the kids, because the heroin addicts are out here stealing everything they can. People are going to the park and destroying the swings. You know how many times they've had to fix it? They just fixed the swings last year. When you go into the park, guess what? There's only baby swings because they went and broke all the swings for the bigger kids. They've already got graffiti over a lot of stuff in the park. Like, come on, man. They've been fixing this park for 2 years already, putting a lot of stuff into it that people keep breaking and they have to keep replacing. So y'all can't sit here and say, oh, she's not completely doing what she has to do. At least she's doing something. How much can she do, right? How much more can she do, right? When at the end of the day, it's not just her job. She's got to deal with Shapiro. She's got to deal with Boyle. She's got to deal with Bungo. She's got to deal with so many people. She's got to deal with the council. She's got to deal with the committee. She's got to deal with all of them. But yet, y'all saying she's the only one to blame. And she's not the only one in the table. Y'all act like she's saying, oh, wait, I don't want to do this. She's hearing y'all out and trying to come into terms. She's like the middleman right now. You know what, Philly? We got to do better.
Play as a child. And you still got the worst kind of dumping, the playground dumping, right next to the baseball field.
Hey, it's all over Philadelphia. Everybody's dumping trash everywhere, even in the parks. When I went to the park on Saturday, I looked at it and I said, I can't believe how people sat here and left all their trash. After the 4th of July, people did the same thing. Why didn't y'all dump y'all trash in the dumpsters? Y'all know these kids come and play every day in the park. But yeah, y'all complaining about what Sherelle Parker did. Yeah, she had a fucked up idea. She put these damn bins in a place that she wasn't supposed to put them at, but she did it. Now, us as citizens, we were supposed to, figure out how can we, sit here and maintain clean until the sanitation workers figured out this damn strike with the mayor. Because right now, I don't even know if they're in cahoots trying to see how would we react to whatever the fuck is coming. Some shit just not adding
More
up.
playground dumping in Fort Richmond, Edgemont in Indiana, Stokely Playground. You come down here on Indiana Ave, and this was one of the worst dumping spots at the beginning of the strike. Yeah, right here where that trash truck is, there was a dumpster, and the whole street back there was completely covered in trash. So what they did is they closed off the street, and they have they're renting a trash truck. Big truck rental. Was completely full of trash. It's completely clean now. Everybody just puts their trash in a trash truck. This is why trolleys stink. You got a double parker blocking the trolley. Yo, trolley dorks. By the way, who takes care of you? Let's go. It's the long rectangular one, right? Here it is. That's another thing we got coming up in this city. Our public transportation system, SEPTA, they usually SEPTA, their budget, they overspend and then the state bails them out. Well, this year the state is not bailing out SEPTA. So our public transportation center,
chill, SEPTA went up. It's $3 a pop. That's why I'm glad the city, man. Shout out, right? Because, I was part of one of the people that was in the programs, right? I'm able to ride the bus, right? That I was accepted, eligible, right? Due to what I do around here. They gave me a little pass, right? And I'm able to get on the bus for free. I don't pay. Shit, these motherfuckers went up $3 a pop, $3 a ride. So now is, like, damn, if you cash 2 buses is 6, you cash 3 is 9, you cash 4 is 12. I'm sitting here like, shit, I might as well pay a fucking cab to get to where I gotta go now instead of paying for the bus.
Our public transportation system is about to go to this, they call it the doomsday schedule, where buses are going to stop running after 9 p.m.
Oh, shit, so, for real?
I just think about all the retail workers who work after 9 p.m. How the fuck are they going to get home if they don't have a car? Here's another playground in Port Richmond that's covered in lead. This is Moncabbage Playground.
And that's why I think they should build more underground trains, yo. I love riding the train. Like, for me, it's faster, lesser people, the majority of the time, right? When you ride SEPTA, man, you got to deal with people that stink. Yo, early morning, hot breath, people smelling like ass butt juice, motherfuckers in there smelling like Pathé Le Pew on some real shit. Like, man. Like, one day I went in there and I swear to God, it was like the combination of someone's ass, somebody's underpit, the sewer, trash, my dog's shit, the shit while I went down the street shit. I'm sitting here like, oh my God. And then somebody, like, just to put the cherry on top, somebody just threw a litter box full of shit. Like, that's how it be smelling like when you walk into these goddamn buses. Yo. It's like people don't, I don't know. I guess people are scared of water and soap. Like, they don't want to shower. I don't know. Something wrong with people. But I sure as hell like fucking getting in the bus with nobody. I can't, like, ugh. And then people want to be touching people. Like, motherfucker, you going to rub your stink on me. Can you please move? Don't touch me. I'm antisocial. Like, I really am. Like, I walk around with headphones and shit like that. I go off of vibrations. You can feel people when they behind you. You can see their shadows. Like, you can feel, like, I don't know, when y'all walking, I don't know, y'all can feel everything on the ground, the cars, the bikes, everything. Like, and you can just get this feeling when somebody's already getting close to you. I don't know. I just go off of vibes, vibrations. And so far, that shit works for me. Like, because I can't be outside in crowds, like, so many people. Like, it makes me want to shut down and go inside. That's why I don't speak in big crowds. And it's something that I'm going to have to start learning how to do. Because if I'm going to be the voice of the people, I'm going to have to get over not being able to be in a crowd. That's one of my biggest, how can I say, issues that I got to deal with right now. Can I speak in a crowd? Yes, but it depends on the size. Like, it took me forever to get used to the social media shit. I'm telling you, like, I've been on this job for, what, I could say 5 or 6 years already. And I've only gotten just used to it for the past 2. Kid you not.
It's currently closed. You do have people living in there sometimes, but the playground, the field itself is covered in lead.
Damn, they got to do something about that.
So it's been closed for a while. People walk their dogs there. Also, there's a big mound of dirt for the I-95 project that's happening in this area. They're doing I-95 construction. Here are some of the buses. This is the new bus stop they built recently, SEPTA. And one of the buses, the 73, back over here, that 73 bus.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new routes in Philadelphia for the buses and stuff like that. That I do know of. But I missed the last meeting, and I know that we're supposed to be one coming up, but they haven't had it yet, which is weird to me. By now, they should already be having a community meeting.
Which takes care of Port Richmond, Bridesburg, Frankfurt, and I think a little bit of Wissinoming. They're going to completely get rid of that bus line, which is going to affect about 6 little old Polish women who live in Port Richmond. This is Tioga Street. This is the street I've been documenting pretty much every day of the strike. I documented it the day before. There was absolutely zero garbage on the street a week ago. And this is what the...
Yeah, it was absolutely zero trash a week ago, but they're starting to pollute that bitch. Listen, man, this is not a solution. This is pollution, Philadelphia. What resolution are we going to come with?
Bags did to this street. By the way, there's a mattress with a stain on it. And when I say zero bag,
I'm glad he took his bike, because from the looks of it, I would have gotten a couple holes on mine. Shit, flat tires and all. I would have had to stop at a couple gas stations to get my tires fixed.
Bags of trash a week ago. I mean that. There was nothing here. I feel like the city purposely cleaned all the major dumping spots right before the strike because they knew how bad it was going to be. And the thing that makes it even worse is the city's dumping space is, you just got to go a quarter of a mile, half a mile down the road. A lot of it's contractors who don't want to pay for dumping. This is a landscaper who just dumped all the shit from a job right there. This could be the same landscaper on a different day. Just coming by some more wood. If you need firewood, this is a good place to go. We're coming up to the trash dump on Delaware Ave. This is where the workers.
This dude is bike riding in Philadelphia. He made it all the way up to Delaware Ave, dude.
Are picketing. There was a judge, like I think day 1 or day 2 into this thing, made a rule that the striking workers aren't allowed to block anybody from coming in and out of the trash dumps. People still throw their trash next to the dump. Yeah, they're keeping all the striking workers behind barricades, and then the people go in there and they dump the trash. I don't even know if they're checking.
See, this is where this is the actual location where the trash gets dumped, right? And I think they charge you $20, right, for dropping off trash. And I know that because the people that was charging people to pick up the trash and throw it out, were showing receipts of, how much they were being charged for dumping the trash. So they was being charged $20 for dropping off trash.
Are they checking ID?
But what fucks me up, in the beginning of the strike, Mayor Parker expects me to dump my trash, put the trash in my car and go dump it myself? I ain't putting the trash in my car. But look, everybody went, they had a car, put the trash in their car and went and dumped it. I guess they can afford a car wash every day, every week.
They're not even checking ID. We also have our white collar workers. They're on the verge of going on strike too. And the thing is, with the last contract,
all the workers are going on strike now. So since District 33 went on strike, now more workers are following. Oh shit! More union. Philadelphia, get ready.
They signed 40 years ago or 4 years ago. The prices of everything have gone up. Ever since COVID, everything's just been going up, right? And the only thing that hasn't gone up is the wages. So these union workers, they have to make a statement. This is a big...
I agree with that. With the way everything is going up, yes, the wages should go up. But the way we going about it, come on, man. Neither the citizens or the sanitation workers is going to really take the time to make these streets look clean again. Ain't nobody going to sit here and cut these weeds, pick up the trash, none of that. Ain't nobody really going to do that. They're going to probably pick up a little bit and make it look like they're doing some shit for the first 2 to 3 weeks, right, when all this shit is resolved. And then all the trash is still going to be there because there's a lot of motherfucking trash in a lot of places. Man.
Dumping spot near the... It's actually not that bad. There's more piles of trash on fire. Uh-oh.
Yo, Gary, if you're still in the chat, remember how you was talking about them setting the trash on fire? Hold on 1 second.
So these union workers got to make a stand somehow. The mayor got a raise of 3%, but I believe that was something a mayor did like 20 years ago. That, you know, the mayor gets a 3% raise in 20 years. It wasn't her doing. But the offer she offered the sanitation workers the first time was like 2.75%. And when you get a 3% raise and you don't give your workers a 3% raise, people are going to be like, yeah, not a good look. So I saw the mayor say, I'm giving the city employees the biggest contract ever. And then she says in 30 years, which means it's not ever, it's just 30 years, which in the city of Philadelphia, that's 3 or 4 mayors ago. It's not that big of a deal. Back there is the new park coming to the neighborhood of Bridesburg, the Bob Borski Park. City's hanging up signs, getting ready for the new park. And we're going to check out the dumpsters here at Bridesburg. The dumpsters are a little overflowing right now, but it looks like they're getting picked up. You got one full dumpster, and you got an empty one on this side of the street. A little bit of trash. It's not too bad. There it is. There you are. Yeah, it's not too bad. In this dumpster, we have 2 guys sitting there, and if they see anybody who has a contractor, somebody illegally dumped it, and they just say, "Hey, listen, not here." And they go somewhere else. They probably dump it on the corner around the block. Listen, I have a Patreon. If you want to help out the channel, I have a Patreon. I also do cameos. I've been doing a lot of fantasy football draft orders. So if you want to, here's some of the striking workers across the street. If you want to book.
All right. So I'm going to put him back in a second. Just give me 1 second. I'm looking for this video. All right, because I was watching it earlier, but I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or if it was here, because they were showing how, you know, they put the trash on fire. So I'm trying to see if it's on here. I found it. See, on day 7. Here we go. Shit. Why did it take so long? I apologize, guys. All right, let me show y'all this, man. So Gary Busted Down Brown the other day was saying, man, people are going to start burning their own trash. But guess what? This guy, shout out to him. I got to like his video, right? AK Cole. What's up to him real quick? Check his video out.
Gonna set this shit the fuck on fire. I'm up here Stanton Avenue right now.
And this was over the weekend, says the video. Over the weekend.
Look at this king in the background.
They got firefighters turning off bins on fire with trash.
Boys AutoZone. Let's go. I see this shit out of the corner of my eye.
Damn, Gary, you was a whole prophet this weekend, yo. I'm telling you, man. Everything you were saying on the damn panel is kind of like coming true. Yo, I don't know what the fuck. It's like you. I mean, listen, man. There's some crazy shit. How a lot of the shit that you say was going to turn out to be is turning out to be.
Shit, wow. This all for this strike shit, bro. Y'all gotta get the mob involved. I'm telling y'all. If y'all know anything about unions, y'all gotta get the mob involved, bro.
The Philadelphia City Workers strike continues into day 7 with no word on progress toward an agreement. And you can see trash is continuing to build up all over parts of the city here. No negotiations were held yesterday. It's unclear when the next session will be. District Council 33 workers, they've been on strike since last Tuesday. Trash is piling up at temporary collection sites and on roads. Several neighbors say they're frustrated with the lack of progress and concerned about their health. In West Philadelphia, a trash site on Wyalusing stretches for a whole block. It's also one of 2 sites where fires broke out over the weekend.
One of 2 sites.
Literally dumping everywhere. It's between.
So they burnt the bins in 2 different sites. And, 2 different sets of fires broke out in 2 different places. Philly is wilding. I mean, shit, they tired. I mean, I'm guessing they tired of the smell. But y'all creating this shit.
In the cemetery. That's the one disrespect for the dead and us. We live in. So we got to go through this, walk through this, read this every day.
DC 33 posted this statement online yesterday, thanking the public for its support. The city also released a statement over the weekend saying it's committed to reaching an agreement that's fair, that's also fiscal.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, DC 33. Y'all shouted out to the public saying thank you for the support. Like, is y'all going to clean this trash when the resolution comes?
Responsible. Several Free Library of Philadelphia locations will reopen today. There are some closed.
Here we are, the far northeast, Red Lion Road. The bells of Christ the King rings in the background. And the trash pile grows and grows.
I gotta pause it because it's already 2 minutes, right? But this is crazy. This is one whole block right there. 3 bins, trash from side to side. We rather live in a fucking filth than to sit here and just be neutral in this situation. When I showed y'all the video earlier, right, the leader of the union workers, right, Greg Bauer said, right, he said, even though there's some beef between, me and the mayor, which I don't have nothing to do with this, right? I'm here advocating for y'all. I'm sitting here like, even though there's personal beef between you and the mayor, I mean, there's something personal going on between you and the mayor. His exact words, even though there's something personal going on between me and the mayor, right? I'm here to, let me put the video back on. Let me see. Gary says, but they rather smell the trash truck juice than the garbage in front of their homes. Yo, real shit, Gary, man. Let me put back the rally. And I want you to hear what I heard.
We can't be fearful. We can't be afraid.
No, that's not the one.
The righteous position that makes sense.
This ain't the one. All right. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to get the right part of the rally. No. Hold on 1 second. I want y'all to hear what he said earlier. That shit threw me all the way off. Like, wait a minute. You got a personal beef with the mayor? Like, you and the mayor are going through something personal? Hold up. Wait a minute.
It is day 2.
Because maybe I heard them wrong. Before I end this, right? I want Shaw to tell me if I heard them wrong.
Out here every day, fighting this fight, struggling. Y'all the face of this entire movement. Yes. Everything in the news is predicated around what goes on in sanitation. It's not just sanitation, but y'all the face of this. This is District Council 33 fighting for all the public services we provide all across this city, from one end of the city to the next. Carrington just mentioned that we have yet to hear from the mayor on behalf of the two members, the two citizens of Philadelphia, struck down by drunk drivers. That's appalling that had that happen. It's disgusting that happened. Absolutely playing in our face when it comes to that type of situation, that you would let personal feelings about how you feel about this get in the way of showing respect for two men and women that's out here standing for themselves.
My condolences go out to the two members, that lost their lives. I was doing a little more research on that too, and it seems like the two strikers, right, that are injured. My bad, I said lost their lives. I apologize for that. Wait, did they? I gotta look more into that, but I think they were. They say that they were the aggressors. So I'm gonna do a review and reaction to that, and I'm gonna upload it. I'm not gonna do it on the live because I want to do a little deeper research into that. So I'm gonna do a regular upload on that video.
Let's be honest. We shouldn't even have to be out here. Right. People keep reminding me, let them know that we can't afford our rent. Let them know that we got members that are living together sharing a space because they can't afford a space of their own. Let them know that while we're trying to get our credit together, we don't make enough ends to get that credit right and pay our bills and then pay these grocery rates. Eggs up 9 cents, whatever the hell the eggs are, they through the roof. Cost of living is up through the roof. Groceries overall last year up 17% in Philadelphia. Just Philadelphia. It's sickening what's going on. They got scabs all over the city. Absolutely, got scabs all over the city doing the work that y'all do, but they tell you they can't pay you a livable wage, but they can pay contractors top dollar.
She told y'all she was gonna do that.
She put this housing initiative as part of this CBA. Y'all not slow. There's never been any housing initiative as part of a CBA agreement. Not ever. And firstly, most of y'all can't afford to live in them houses that they're talking about getting. Right. Y'all can't afford to live houses. You can't afford to upkeep them houses. Right. You gotta have a whole program designed that helps get you in. How you gonna maintain it? How you gonna be able to do that? Right. You can't. In most of the areas that they do.
So like I said, Cheryl Parker, Greg Bauer, and everybody else, Shapiro, all of y'all need to get together and figure out how y'all gonna do this annually raise for these workers. It should have already been figured out. It should have already been dealt with.
So we don't want her option. Pay us enough money so we have our own option. We decide where we want to live at. Won't provide a residency waiver. Police got it. Right. Fire got it. Our own members in corrections have it. PPA got it. But it's not good enough for our members. Now, truth be told, we just looking for.
And this is where I do agree. I do know that the commissioner, right, from the fire department and the police department did get raises. So if they did get these annually raises, Cheryl Parker, match the sanitation workers' raise to what you raise the fire department and the police department. Just match it and make them go to work. And if they don't do their jobs right, replace them.
The ability to have options that grown men and women that serve this city every day proudly. Because most of us won't be able to live outside the city because we don't make enough money to do it. Right. But why shouldn't you have the option to do so? You're providing a service. In our proposal, we said 10 years. 10 years. And then allow our members to be able to live outside the city.
Hello?
Currently, for anybody eligible for the next 5 years. And if you're just now coming to corrections, you have a residency waiver as soon as you start with the city. as soon as you start. Until they get to 80% capacity, they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for. Every day, I keep people calling me and telling me about their hardships and their situations. And I'm thinking, why we got to go through that in the 6th largest city in the country? How? When the mayor's cabinet is the largest in the history of Philadelphia. Yes. Average salaries of $135,000. Talk about it. But they the ones making decisions on folks that's making $40,000. Right. How that make sense? Share it with us. It don't. Right. It makes no damn sense that you all, how can you say you pro-labor, pro-union, pro-worker, pro-Philadelphia? You are Philadelphia. Yeah. Right. From every neighborhood across this city. Right. And y'all serve this city proudly. Most of y'all work in this city because you know you are serving your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Otherwise, you take your talents and go elsewhere. Yeah. Right. But we love the city we represent. We love the city we work for. And all we want to do is be able to live inside the city comfortably. Right. Right. But as BP Little said, we got members that are eligible for public services, and some of our members are the ones providing the public services. Right. There's something wrong with that. Yes, it is. That's what this fight is about. Staying out here, standing strong. We thought we didn't have no allies, but it's community groups all over the place. Yes. We got other unions, teamsters out there standing strong with us. We got the AFL-CIO standing strong with us. We got the big homie. Yeah. Right here. So that's to be standing strong with us. 1.3. That's a hell of a squad. So we're going to stand out here every day. We're going to be out here every day. Remember, they didn't think we was doing on strike. No. They didn't think we were going to get past day 1. Right. Day 2. Right. Day 3. Right. Day 4. Right. Day 5. Right. Day 6. Today is day 7. And we still standing, still strong. Right. Everybody working together. Water, sanitation, streets, airports, crossing guards, all of our members standing in solidarity together, standing up for what we know is just trying to advocate and fight for a livable wage inside of this city. There's nothing more righteous than that. Nothing more righteous. We got people all over the country watching what's going on here in Philly. What we gonna show them? We can show them better than better we can tell them. Right. That's what we gonna do. That's how we do in Philly. Right. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. We won a contract? Yeah. There you go. DC 93. Appreciate y'all.
Uncle Jimmy no more, do
together sharing a space because they can't afford a space of their own. Let them know that while we trying to get our credit together,
yeah, I'm doing them now.
To get that credit right and pay our bills and then pay these grocery rates, eggs up 9, 10, whatever the hell the eggs ain't through the roof. Cost of living is up through the roof. Groceries overall last year up 17% in Philadelphia. Just Philadelphia. It's sickening what's going on. They got scabs all over the city. Absolutely. Got scabs all over the city doing the work that y'all do, but they tell you they can't pay you a livable wage, but they can pay contractors top dollar. She put this housing initiative as part of the CBA. Come on, slow. There's never been any housing initiative as part of the CBA agreement. Not ever. And firstly, most of y'all
I'm gonna say when I'm done.
I keep talking about getting. Right. Y'all can't afford it right now.
Where did I just put that up?
You gotta have the whole program designed that help get you in. How you gonna maintain it? How you gonna be able to do that? You can't. In most of the areas that they're building them houses, nobody want to live in. But we don't want her option. Pay us enough money so we have our own option. We decide where we want to live at. Won't provide a residency waiver. Police got it. Fire got it. Our own members in corrections have it. PBA got it. But it's not good enough for our members. Now, truth be told, we're just looking for the ability to have options that grown men and women that serve this city every day proudly. Because most of us won't be able to live outside the city because we don't make enough money to do it. But why shouldn't you have the option to do so? You're providing a service. In our proposal, we said 10 years. 10 years and then allow our members to be able to live outside the city. Currently, for anybody eligible for it, it's 5 years. And if you're just now coming to corrections, you have residency waivers as soon as you start with the city. As soon as you start, until they get to 80% capacity if they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for. Every day, I get people calling me and telling me.
He said there's this personal thing going on with me and her, but I ain't got nothing to do with this. There's this personal thing going on with me and her. So he's admitting that there's something personal happening between them. All right. So, I mean, could that be the reason why all this is taking this long? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. I can't sit here and say, you know, that is the reason. But right here, he admits to there being a, you know, there being a personal issues between him and the mayor. So what's crazy is, right, we have to pay for whatever the problem is until they resolve this problem. So it seems like, you know, little by little we're getting there. I don't know if he meant to say that, but he said it. And in my eyes, it don't sound right. It really don't. So for those of you that catch the replay, let us Shorty know what y'all think, how y'all feel about the situation, what's going on in Philly, what are y'all opinions, right? This right here is all I got right now, man. I just wanted to give y'all an update, right? We've covered a lot so far. These are, you know, the majority of the updates that, you know, I'm gonna play right now, but we're gonna have a part 3. We're gonna have a part 3. We're gonna give y'all another update. But for right now, this is it, man. Let me know what y'all think, how y'all feel, right? These are always open panels, but you know, that's all the time we got right now. So next time, this y'all Shorty Racheal, man. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble night. Continue to have a blessed and humble. Oh shit, it's already morning, man. So if y'all got if y'all got solutions, you know, to put on the table, leave them down in the comments down below, man. And Shorty will pay attention to them, man. Because there's other ways to do this. I get it. I understand what's going on. But I feel like it's something more. And he just admitted to there being personal issues between him and the mayor. So on that note, Shorty out.